Hey yo, what's going on guys? Today I'm going to be talking about Haku. Haku is probably one of the most underrated characters in the entire Naruto series. But before I get into all that, just like the usual, make sure to follow me on all my socials. The links will be in the description down below. I also made a brand new Discord server a few days ago. Make sure to join that. The link for that will also be down below. Or you can write the thing I just wrote on the screen into your internet. You should also get the invite that way. Hey yo, so let's talk about Haku. Haku, in my opinion, is probably one of the most underrated characters in the entire Naruto series. I say this because there's a lot of feats and statements that are very much overlooked and downplayed. The first impressive statement we actually see from Haku is a statement from Kakashi himself. He states himself that Haku is stronger than him. There's something very interesting about this statement though, because when you actually look at the very first data book of Naruto, it's actually stated that Kakashi is supposed to be the strongest ninja in Konoha. Then you have this statement of him stating that Haku was supposed to be stronger than him. So like, even off that alone, going off statements, you can actually kind of say that Haku should technically scale above everybody in Konoha in part 1 of Naruto, which is honestly unbelievable, but it shouldn't have any sort of contradiction, so let's continue. Next, we have Sabuza flat out admitting himself that even Haku surpassed his skills, and then you have another statement from Sakura backing up the statement I said before about Kakashi shouldn't be able to beat him because in this circumstance, Haku is actually stronger than Kakashi. And when it comes down to this, like, Haku's pure skill, he's definitely one of the most skilled characters in the entire verse. Like, for example, he's one of the few characters that's able to do ninjutsu with one hand. Even the ninjutsu he was using against Sasuke sounds incredibly impressive. He basically uses the water, creates a needle out of it, and then shoots it at high speeds, which is stated in the very first data book of Naruto. Now, the incredible ability which he is most known for is his ice mirrors. One thing that's really incredible about his ice mirrors is it allows him to move at the speed of light, which is also stated in the very first data book of Naruto. But usually there's always one thing that a lot of people have to say. A lot of people are like, he couldn't be light speed because it's just a teleportation ability. Well, I'm going to be explaining why that's actually wrong and why he actually can be light speed. As you can see here, he states it's an art of teleportation. In other words, it's not actually straight up teleportation, it's kind of ability that's close to teleportation. It's very similar to body flicker. Body flicker isn't teleportation, but allows your body to move so fast it makes it look like teleportation, which is stated in the very first data book. Plus, we legit see him moving in and outside of the mirrors when he's blitzing Sasuke. In other words, you can 100% say that Haku was, in the Naruto verse, the very first light speed character, but in this arc, I would definitely disagree if anyone said that Haku was light speed, or moving at light speed, I should say. Based off the simple factor that we do know that Haku was holding back, we have multiple statements from Zabuza implying that. So 100% he wasn't light speed in the very first arc, but we do know he can move at light speed if he wanted to. Another thing people like to say is that Haku couldn't scale above part 1 Kakashi because part 1 Kakashi blitzed him, which I would just strongly disagree. Like I said before, we already know he was holding back, and this is further proven because when you actually look at the scene, we actually see that Haku moved faster than Shidori amped up speed Kakashi. So based off this feat alone, him being able to move faster than Kakashi and get the Zubs up force would actually prove that he's faster. And this is further backed up because later in the war arc, aka when we have Edo Tensei form of Haku, which Edo Tensei in other words would mean a weaker version. We know this because of the statement from Toborama. He was still able to move faster than Kakashi, and this Kakashi should be multiple times stronger than part 1 Kakashi. And we definitely know for a fact that War Kakashi is stronger than part 1 Kakashi. We know this because it's literally stated that he trained. He fought Itachi twice. He fought Kakasu, Hidan, Pain. And as we know, more you fight, more you get stronger. And that's based off like the B statement. In other words, this Kakashi should be way stronger and way faster. And a Edo Tensei version of Haku was still faster than him. That just shows you how much he was actually holding back this in the very first arc of Naruto. Another very impressive feat he had in Edo Tensei form was blitzing Sai. Remember, at the beginning of Naruto, Sai took on Choji, Shikamaru, and Naruto all at the same time and was handling them pretty easily. And that same Sai got blitzed by Haku. That just shows you how much Haku was honestly just holding back in part 1. If he really wanted to, he could have finished it so quickly. I would say the only reason why Haku gets downplayed was because he got defeated by QB Chako amped up Naruto. And for some reason, the second he gets defeated, everybody just instantly forgot like 2 seconds before that, man's blitzed every single one of Naruto's shadow clones like it was nothing. And to be completely honest, he only won because it was complete luck. As we know, Haku's true speed is when he's going through the mules. Man's was already outside of his mule. Naruto's QB chakra was melting the ice, so Haku put his hand up to fix the ice, and in that second, Naruto kind of just took advantage and hits him and one-taps him with QB chakra amped. You can also make the argument that Haku still didn't want to kill them based off like the statement from Olio, where Zabuza is like, did he actually mean that he didn't want to kill them? So like, you can still make up that argument. You can also make up the argument that he was low-key kind of caught off guard by QB chakra. He literally states himself like, oh, it's a whole other person now. He's bloodlusted, like he wasn't expecting that. Main point, I feel like it's just really bad to discredit Haku just based off he got defeated by QB chakra amp. And as we know, even after this, he instantly teleports to go save Zabuza. So we already know he still had power and energy left. And the final feat, that's very impressive in my opinion. He was able to tank and react to Might Guy and Rock Lee in Edo Tensei form, meaning that he would be weaker. Overall, I think we can clearly say that Haku was definitely stronger than we all thought. And with all that, that would be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, drop me a comment down below. And like I said earlier, make sure to join the Discord. The link is also in the description. See you guys later.